When we are talking about some of the finest foods that Tucson has to offer, the word that comes to mind is savor.
Exactly, and that is what we are going to do as we indulge at the Savor Food and Wine Festival this weekend. One of the amazing chefs will be Tiki Tim. He's the executive chef at Finney's Landing, and he is here to make us some delicious jambalaya.
That's right.
Tiki Tim, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, I think we're going to get right into the jambalaya. Okay. Tell us some of the ingredients here that you have that we're going to put into our jambalaya today. Perfect.
So traditional jambalaya, you always have some kind of nice sausage. This here is a smoked andouille sausage from Dickman's Deli. Probably my favorite place to go to get my meats in town. Onion, celery, and bell pepper make up the holy trinity in Cajun cooking food. We're going to add a little bit of sweet bell pepper just to sweeten up the dish. I've got some charred tomato. When you go tomato into Cajun food, it becomes Creole. So that's our tomato piece there. I've also got some nice crawfish blanching over here, some crawfish tails that are already done ahead of time, as well as some chicken. So we've got 3 proteins in here. It is a rice dish. So rice for your carbs, you've got all your veggies, you've got 3 different proteins, you've hit pretty much all your food groups right there. So.
And I'm assuming what's on the side is the spices.
Oh, so these are the spices. To make it a little bit more regionally familiar, I've got some smoked chipotle powder, smoked paprika, some smoked sea salt, and some parsley to garnish down the line.
Make it look pretty.
Yummy. Yeah. So how do we start? What's the first step?
Okay, so first what you want to do is get some vegetable oil going in a large rondeau style pan like this. Once that gets hot, you want to throw in your andouille sausage, get it nice and caramelized, kind of like what we have here. And what you want to do at that point, you want to pull the andouille sausage out of the pan, reserve all the oil, which makes for a great plating sauce.
Makes it look pretty.
Yeah, you get this great smoky oil and fat. Really goes great with the dish there. So now that you have the andouille and the oil out of the pan, you want to throw in butter. Always a lot of butter in Louisiana style cooking. Your butter's going to go in with some chopped onions and celery.
All right. Are you gonna? Do we already have that in the pan?
We do, and I just want to showcase, like, the onion. You want to get nice and caramelized just to bring out the nice sweet flavors of the onion. So I'm going to push these aside. We're done with those.
Okay.
Here to show you exactly what we have going on.
Oh, the aroma! As soon as you took it off.
So this is onion, celery, garlic going nice and quick for us. I'm going to go ahead and add in the bell peppers. These are fire roasted bell peppers. I just really like the flavor of smoked peppers and whatnot, so it's just a great way to bump up your jambalaya dish. Charred tomatoes, these were also done on the grill. It sweetens up the tomato and also adds a nice little bit of smokiness as well.
So there's definitely some prep time before we actually get to the cooking.
It takes about a half hour to do all your slicing and dicing and whatnot, so with the magic of television, I had to get this done ahead of time. So now the tomatoes and the tomato sauce are going in. That's our Creole element, and now I'm going to throw in the andouille back in the pot. I've got some pulled chicken done ahead of time, and we're going to get this all stirred up.
So while you're stirring that up, you were a part of the Savor Food and Wine Festival last year, right?
That's right.
Tell us a little bit about how it went last year.
So it's a really super cool event. Some of my favorite chefs in town show up, and it's just a super positive, high energy affair. There's wine, delicious food from, like I said, the best chefs in town. Last year we featured a dockside ceviche scallop skewer. So it was little bay scallops, grilled pineapple, pickled onion. Really fun, warm weather treat to cool down. Unfortunately, it was super cold last year, so it wasn't the most popular booth. But this year I got something nice and spicy for the crowd.
So this is what you're going to be letting
Yes, so
sample.
This is the jambalaya that we're going to be sampling this Saturday at the Savor Food and Wine Fest at Tucson Botanical Gardens.
I love that. And of course, this is going to be great because people are going to be able to taste some wine, have some of this great food and everything, but it also is a benefit for several charities in town, which I think is great.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we have SAACA, we have local First Arizona and Tucson Botanical Gardens being supported.
Which is where it's going to be at.
Absolutely. And then, one thing I really love about this event is that it's all about local farmers and local ingredients.
Right.
And I know that's, of course, what you guys are really about is local, local, local.
Absolutely. Sustainable as much as we can as well.
So what did you just throw in there?
I just threw in some crawfish tails.
Okay.
That's something that you want to get ahead on beforehand. What I have here, some crawfish that I'm blanching off. They're going in some They're cooking along in some shrimp stock here and some lemon. You want to reserve this cooking liquid, which I already have here. We're going to add this to our pan to cook the rice. And our rice right here.
That is so good. And actually, is the finished product over here with us, Tim?
Yes, it
Next
is.
to Heather?
We have our forks here.
Yes.
Do you mind
Do
if
you
we
mind
just
if
dig in?
we...
Sure.
Okay. Now, of course, we're finishing up the product. We're going to have this. Heather, go ahead. So the event is this weekend at the Botanical Gardens, and people can purchase tickets now?
Yes, if you go to SAACA.org, right now enter Savor 15 as a code to give you 10% off. So great opportunity to buy your tickets on the cheap. They'll be a little bit more pricey at the gate.
Okay.
So.
Awesome. And I know these are probably going to go fast because anytime you have 40 great people, chefs and restaurants and anybody coming in, this is what's going to happen. Tim, thank you so much for making this. Continue cooking, though, because I do want some more after
This is delicious. I can vouch.
As we were saying, you're invited to the Savor Food and Wine Festival taking place this Saturday from 11 to 3 at the Tucson Botanical Gardens. And as a special for Morning Blend viewers, you just heard Tim, you can receive 10% off your ticket online by entering the coupon code Savor 2015. For more information, you can call 797-3959 extension 6 or log on to SAACA.org.